Hello, I'm Cassie Knoll. This week on Suncoast FYI, Business Network International, the Suncoast Blues Festival, physical therapy and balance centers, and the Shen Orchestra. All next on Suncoast FYI. Thanks for joining us today on Suncoast FYI. Business Network International is a networking organization of business professionals, and here to tell us about the local chapter are Scott Perrin and Tiffany Farrell. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Cassie.
Thanks. I say both of you have been here before separately for your own businesses. Now we get to tag team on talking about Business Networks International. So tell me so we know what BNI stands for now because I just said it there, but tell me, what kind of networking group is this?
Tiff?
I will take that, Scott.
Thank you.
BNI is a networking group. It's not a lead-based group, it's a referral-based group. So the premise is that we get to know each other as business owners and business members, and we spend time one-to-one, and then we feel comfortable referring clients directly. So we'll make a call if I want to do floors or I have someone that's interested in doing floors. I will say, I know Scott Perrin, and
we keep changing his last name.
I'm just happy to be here.
and then I'll speak to the client, and they know that I have trusted and vetted him, and I'm comfortable doing that. So it's a direct contact referral networking group.
That's awesome, because I was going to say, just so the people that don't remember when you guys were on here before, that you have 24/7 floors. That's your company, and you have Affinity Kitchen and Bath.
Yes.
Which actually goes well together if you're just doing a home in general. So that's how you guys work it together on that.
Yeah, and in fact, that's how I met Tiffany and 48 other people that are in our group here in Sarasota. And the beauty of it is really that, the benefit is that I have 48 other people out there talking or praising our company, and in turn, we do the same thing for them. So the whole idea is givers gain. That's their philosophy at BNI.
Yeah.
And that means if I give business to someone else, I'm going to get it in return. And it truly works. If you actually pay attention to this creed that they have and you actually follow the training, you'll see how miraculous it is you can build your business in an area. I mean, I started in this market 15 months ago with absolutely no contacts, and we've gotten tremendous amount of business from our
Not to
chapter.
mention, you get to make friends with people that have a similar story of their lives right now with trying to run their own businesses or be the president of businesses or that kind of stuff. You guys seem to have a nice friendship as well, just from having the same things in common.
Well, and in our business, we're contractors.
Exactly.
So, not that there's a challenge with that down here in the South, but some people have challenges with their contractors, and we found that you weed out the deadwood. You find the very best, the core group of people that are really interested in building their business. And like Tiffany said, now you feel comfortable to refer them, and other people who don't know these contractors feel good. It's a warm referral. Yeah. So it's just about building people and relationships.
And like you said, everybody seems to benefit from this all the way around.
Yes.
So your experience with this then, since you joined, has been positive.
Oh, absolutely. We joined in 2.5 years ago, Affinity Kitchen and Bath, and I'm the member in our group. And it not only built our business, we've increased our business, and we have a bigger annual income than they do, but about 3% of our business comes from BNI referrals directly, but also personally, professionally. It gives you an opportunity to do public speaking every week. It's incredible the relationships that we've built and how far-reaching the referral networking goes. It's really been amazing, personally and professional for me.
Because I would say not even just in Sarasota, this is a much larger company.
It's worldwide. I believe it's something like 150,000 members that pass billions and billions of dollars of referral money to each other. And it's an amazing organization. Like Tiffany said, they're a little more grounded here. We were new. And over 20% of all of our business in our very first full year of business came through our relationships from BNI.
That's huge.
Yeah, and we're a referral type of business.
Exactly.
If we don't do it right, more than likely someone's not going to tell you that we did it right. And the other part of it is if I don't build my business that way, I got to buy my customers. I got to continually refill that pipe with new customers by buying them. This is a lot stronger and a lot more cost effective.
And like you said, the customer feels better about it too.
Yes.
So tell me about the award the BNI Business by the Bay recently won.
We just won
Chapter of the year.
Yeah, chapter of the year. And so there's like
Congratulations.
50 of us in our group, and 49 of us worked really hard, and then Tiffany pushed us way over the top. She is one of the most phenomenal networking people I've met in my career. I've done this a long time. And prior to this, I was doing this corporately for a large company in the Midwest, where I placed hundreds of people through BNI groups during the recession to try to build business without lots of expensive advertising. But she's just tremendous, and this group blew it out of the park. I've only been a member for like 15 months. I have no credit in that at all. This group just blew it out of the park. And
We really do. You know, apart from giver's gain being one of the key words, it's an endorsed introduction. And actually, we don't refer too much to each other. We don't have that much opportunity to do that. However, I am in a position where I meet enough people, and you know, you listen for key words, and you hear someone talking about flooring, and then who do you know right away? Scott's the man to go to.
Yep.
So it's just an opportunity to really get people's names out there, and it's wonderful.
Well, we're running out of time. I'm sorry. So real quick, tell me, how can someone become a member or come by to visit, or how can they be if they're interested in this?
well, anybody's able to visit a BNI chapter. There's lots of chapters in every county and every part of the country. But in our area, you want to go to BNISWFL, stands for Southwest Florida, BNISWFL.com. And then look and see what chapters are in your market, because it's got to be something that makes sense for you geographically as well.
Yeah.
You go visit the chapter, see if there are people that line up. You know, I tell a lot of people in my career, make sure that the chapter fits you,
Yep.
because the process works. You just have to find the right chapter, the right group of people.
And
this'll
we
work.
meet Wednesday mornings at 7:30 at Van Wezel on the waterside. So people are welcome to join us.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the show and sharing all of this wonderful information about this. Again, it's BNISWFL.com if you're interested in more information. It was nice to see both of you again, and I'll hopefully see you guys again soon.
Thanks,
You
Cassie.
too, Cassie. Thank you so much.
And next on Suncoast FYI, are you a fan of the blues? We'll have the details about the Suncoast Blues Festival coming up after the break. Welcome back to Suncoast FYI. I'm Cassie Knoll. The second annual Suncoast Blues Festival will take place at the end of the month, and here to tell us all about it is Greg Herndon. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So Greg, you're here as a partner of the Suncoast Blues Festival. Tell me real
That
quick
is-
what that means. What's your
That
role?
is correct. I'm one of two partners of GPS Festival Productions. My partner is Paul Benjamin, who has the North Atlantic Blues Festival in Rockland, Maine. He's also the chairman of the National Blues Foundation. And that's what he does for a living, is book blues acts. So he's a great partner there.
Yeah, and you're from Mojo Productions?
Productions, we do sound, stage, and lighting in the local area, around the state, and up and down the eastern United States.
Sounds like a perfect partnership to me.
Yes, it is. It's a good mix, and Paul's a great guy to work with. Very renowned in the blues world.
Very cool. So now tell me about this festival. Why pick the blues?
Well, blues is a very, part of our art and music. 2014, the two blues festivals that were in Sarasota disappeared, so we decided it'd be a good time to bring one back, and so we did. And so here we are, a second year.
And blues is a great genre of music.
Right, it's very well accepted by many different, age groups as well.
Yeah, that's true. And different, and just a very diverse population that enjoys
Exactly.
it as well. It kind of just brings everybody together. So how does this help the community?
Well, first of all, it gives exposure to the community for people coming into town that's not been here before, but also, have hotels or retail shops, get some rewards off of this as well.
Okay.
Plus, we benefit Mothers Helping Mothers, which is a charity here in Sarasota, so, that's part of the community as well.
That's fantastic. That's so much fun. I love when people come together for music. So who will be playing at this event?
Okay, J.P. Soares and the Red Hots, Andy T. and Nick Nixon Band. Anthony Gomes is the headliner on Friday. Saturday is Kettle of Fish, Marquee Blue, the Sean Chambers Band, Brandon Santini, Howard and the White Boys, and Albert Costello will be closing the show out as the headliner.
I love the names of some of those bands.
They're
so
very
interesting.
colorful too, some of them.
They very are. They very much are, especially being the local bands. They just have such unique names. I love it.
Well, these guys are not really local.
Oh, they aren't.
Only
Okay.
Kettle of Fish is the only local band
Oh, okay.
here. We tried to bring some people in that you don't normally get the chance to see.
Okay. I'm clearly not quite involved with the blues
And a
festival
lot of
community.
these artists were up for awards this year as well.
Oh, wow.
In the blues world.
Even more of a reason for people to come out to this festival. So let's talk about when and where it is.
It's February 26th, 27th at the Sarasota County Fairgrounds.
And it actually starts on that Friday night
Correct.
is when the party begins and goes through Saturday.
Yes.
All
2
right.
days.
And this is the second annual one, so you guys must have had a very successful year last
We
year.
were very pleased last year, so we saw it fit to come back this year and do it again.
All right. And so tell me about how people can get a hold of tickets.
Tickets, you can go online to the website, which is the suncoastbluesfest.com. You can buy them there. We have 2 ticket outlets, though, Folks Gulf Coast Music Center on Tamiami Trail and Suncoast Community Church. You can go there and actually buy hard tickets at events, ticket prices.
And would you recommend that everybody buy their tickets in advance? Is it a problem that you might run out?
No, we have plenty of room, but it saves you a few dollars.
All right. Okay, so again, that was suncoastbluesfestival.com. That's the website for that. And again, at the end of the month, so mark your calendars the 26th to 27th and be there. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
It's our pleasure. Thank you so much.
And good luck at the event.
Thank you.
And coming up on Suncoast FYI, it's time to get physical with physical therapy and balance centers. So stay tuned. Welcome back to Suncoast FYI. I'm Cassie Knoll. Fyzical, spelled Fyzical, is unlike any therapy center you've ever been to. It's spelled different because it is different. And here to tell us more about it is co-founder and physical therapist Keith Fugelberg. Welcome to the show.
Well, thank you for having me on the show, Cassie. I love what y'all do at SNN, and I
thank
feel
you.
honored to be invited to the show.
And I'm so excited to learn about Fyzical and why it's spelled so differently too. So actually, let's start. Tell me about Fyzical and its history.
Well, physical therapy is, as everyone knows, it really proliferated, or not everybody knows, but it really proliferated after World War II with all the injuries. And it's really grown as a profession. And we're really considered the musculoskeletal experts. And we look at people's movement and function, and we try to optimize that, whether it's an injury, or they just want better posture, or they just want to move a little bit easier.
Or they just don't want to be in pain for whatever reason is causing it.
And that is probably the number one reason people go to a physical therapist, that they're in pain because they have some type of imbalance. And that's what we really specialize at Fyzical, is muscular imbalances, but also balance of the whole coordination system too.
Because it all works. It all works together somehow there.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about why it's spelled Fyzical.
Well, when I partnered, we brought this, if you look at where Fyzical is today, we're in 29 states with over 140 locations. And it's founded right here on Sarasota based upon a concept that my wife and I brought, and we also partnered with service experts, medical doctors, and we created this concept of Fyzical, and we wanted to bring other people who were committed to clinical excellence and operational excellence. So we're a scientific-based community of medical professionals that want to bring health, fitness, wellness, and also to prevent falls in America.
And of course, you also wanted to be unique by picking that name too.
Yes, and the name is, before I was European Physical Therapy, which is not really a memorable name, especially in the United States. So when we were coming up with names, the spelling, well, my wife is Norwegian, and I come from Norwegian heritage, and the spelling for physical over there is Fysikal.
Okay.
So my other partner, Jim Abrams, suggested changing the S to a Z, and that's where we came up with Fyzical.
That's awesome. Like you said, very memorable. So tell me, what is MSBD?
MSBD is something that we specialize at Fyzical. It stands for musculoskeletal balance disorders. And as you're probably well aware of, we're sitting too much, we're driving too much, so we become out of balance. And we have developed a diagnostic tool called BodyQ, which is exclusive to Fyzical. It's proprietary, and that identifies people's musculoskeletal balance disorders, and it also shows them how we can prevent injuries in the future by identifying what weaknesses they may have.
Wow. This kind of just covers it all, doesn't it?
Yes, and it's really, people come to us all the time with a hip problem, and then let's say they're walking funny, but we want to get an overall view and look at the whole body, because it could be an ankle problem that's causing that, so we need to look at the whole body.
When you're like, my ankle hurts, but now my back hurts, but now my shoulder's sore. Everything just gets all connected and all gets messed up very easily.
Yes.
Yeah. And now, so when should someone come see a physical therapist?
Well, as people go get their teeth cleaned, we recommend at least every 1 to 2 years, you should come in and get a full body analysis. And that's really why the BodyQ was developed, so we can keep people healthy, we can keep them active in their life, where they don't have any downtime. As you take your car in to get tuned up, you should take your body to get tuned up too.
It's maintenance, general maintenance.
It's general maintenance, exactly.
Got to keep up with it. So why is balance so important?
Balance, if you look at the cost that is spent on falls in this country, it's huge. Every 13 to 14 seconds, someone falls and is being sent to the emergency room who is over the age of 65. So we want to keep everybody from falling, but also we want to especially keep down the cost. As you know, healthcare costs, even with Obamacare, people are having higher copays, higher deductibles,
Yeah.
and more out-of-pocket expenses. And if we can prevent the falls that are preventable through recognizing where their imbalances are in their body, we can probably save 40 to 50% of the healthcare
Wow.
cost out there from falls.
That's huge. And
Yes.
especially with our community here, that's very, very important.
Yes, and we're at all our physical locations. If anybody sees this, just call up and we'll do a free balance assessment on anybody that calls and says they saw us on SNN.
All right. Well, do you want to give us that phone number then and the website?
Yes, the website is www.fyzical.com, physical.com, and we're located throughout Sarasota, Manatee County. We actually have offices throughout the Gulf Coast here and throughout Florida. But the local number downtown, and I'll get you to the one closest to you, is 941-951-0170.
Well, thank you very much for coming on the show today. It was so interesting to learn about your business, and I hope people will be checking it out soon.
Very
Thank
good.
you.
Thank you, Cassie, for having me.
Thank you. And next on Suncoast FYI, the Shen Orchestra is coming to Venice. We'll have those details after the break, so stay tuned. Welcome back to Suncoast FYI. I'm Cassie Knoll. Through the universal language of music and dance, Shen takes audiences on a journey through 5,000 years of Chinese culture. Here to tell us more about this spectacular show is Jared Madsen. He's actually the master of ceremonies of the show. That's a pretty impressive title.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. You can sit up a little straighter knowing that. So you've been doing this for a while. Tell me a little bit about that.
I've been doing it for 9 years, and I really got interested in the show. I saw it early on. It's actually our 10th year now.
Oh,
so I
wow.
started the second year. I saw the show. I thought it was amazing. It's 5,000 years of traditional Chinese culture represented on stage. And one thing that I found was interesting is that Chinese consider their culture to be divinely inspired. And from that, you have all kinds of stories and beautiful costumes, and we try and represent that on stage. We have 20 pieces in our show, so it goes pretty quick. It's a little over 2 hours, but you'll see we'll go from Mongolia down to the Tang Dynasty back in the 1,000 years ago.
And you help explain that to the audience as
I
they go
explain
along?
that, yeah. So in between each show, each piece I go on stage and I tell them, this is what we got coming up next.
Yeah. Well, you have a great speaking voice too. I'm sure that goes along
Thank
well
you.
with that too. So Shen combines dance and beautiful colors and stuff, but also an orchestra too.
Also an orchestra.
Yeah.
So the orchestra is interesting in that we combine both classical Chinese and classical Western instruments. So it's a full orchestra, but then you'll see the two-stringed erhu in the piece. And so it really has this Chinese flavor, but the Western Symphony Orchestra that we're used to.
Wow, that is so interesting. I've seen all the billboards, I've seen all the commercials running for it, and it just looks so gorgeous with all the colors and the dance and having it's amazing. So tell me what Shen means literally.
Well, Shen, as I was describing before, Chinese culture is a divinely inspired culture. So Shen is two words. The first word Shen means divine, and the second word Yun it's like a person's inner beauty. So you can see it in movements, you can especially see it in dance. So the name Shen Yuan can be understood as the beauty of divine beings dancing.
Wow, and that itself is beautiful.
Yeah.
So, what are some of the unique features of the show?
Well, one unique feature is that it's classical Chinese dance, and we don't really see that here in the West. And one way to understand it is acrobatics and gymnastics actually came from classical Chinese dance. So in China, it has over 1,000 years of history.
Yeah. Wow, again, I'm just so impressed with this. So this is the first time coming to Venice?
This is the first time to Venice, though we've been in Sarasota 3 years in a row now.
Okay, and so where is it going to be in Venice this time?
Venice Performing Arts Center.
And it actually begins tomorrow.
It begins tomorrow. We'll have a show 2 p.m. and 8 p.m., and then Sunday at 2 p.m.
And do you still have any tickets available for these shows?
Just a few left.
Okay, I was gonna
It's
say.
really selling quick, so
Yeah.
people need to get out there if you want to go see it.
Okay, and so where can people go for that information?
Shenyun.com.
Okay, that's
Go
the
to
place
the
to go.
website, yeah.
Is there any other information people should know before they come to this performance to prepare themselves for it and be ready for it?
Just prepare to be amazed. It's a show like none you've ever seen.
That's amazing. And I know we've been showing some of the video along the way here so folks can really get a taste of it before they go, but I don't want to spoil the show for you. You have to check it out yourself. Thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Thank you.
And good luck this weekend.
Thanks.
And stay tuned to Suncoast FYI. We'll be right back. That's our show for today, and thanks so much for joining us. If you would like to promote your business or event on Suncoast FYI, we would love to hear from you. Just call our sales department at 941-361-4239. I'm Cassie Knoll, and we'll see you next Friday on Suncoast FYI.